Welcome to the Okay-ish crew. I'm Mary Ellen Dance, and I want to share with you a little bit more about this membership and what it looks like. So the reason I started this is because I want to give all of you more information related to my podcast, the Okay-ish podcast. Every week when I record my podcast, I just have so much more to say and so many more things I want to do. And then people ask me questions, and I thought I would have a place where we could do that. So if you're interested in joining, the first tier to become a part of the Okay-ish crew is $5 a month. And what you get for $5 a month is access to a private Facebook group, which is everyone else who has access to the private Facebook group is just like you, part of the Okay-ish crew. And it's just a place to share stories, ask questions, share examples, things like that to keep the conversation going from the podcast. I'm very active in the Okay-ish Facebook group too, so I share extra stories and answer questions and all of that. With this $5 a month tier, you also get a weekly journal prompt. Now, if you've listened to the podcast, I have very, very strong views on journaling, that it can be wonderful and not so wonderful depending. So every week on Wednesday, on Okay-ish Wednesday, I put out a new journal prompt. Most of the time it's related to that episode, but you don't have to listen to the episode to be able to journal. And it's just supposed to guide you in being able to journal effectively and productively and maybe thinking about new things. Also with this tier, the $5 a month, so you get the Facebook group, the journal prompts every week, you also get exclusive access to new products and stuff like that. So if I come out with new merchandise, you'll get first access, a discount code, all of that. New merchandise, workbooks, sweatshirts, stuff like that. So that's the first tier. So that's tier 1 of the Okay-ish crew. So tier 2 of the Okay-ish crew is where you get all of those things from tier 1, but you also get an extra live Q&A with me once a month. It's your questions in the Q&A. I'm not coming up with other people's questions. And it's live. If you can't make it live, obviously it will be recorded. But it's to answer further questions, dive a little bit deeper, and just dive deeper and answer questions, tailor things specifically to you. With this second tier, along with the live Q&A, which will be recorded if you can't make it live, there will also be one extra bonus Okay-ish episode based on the Q&A. So if lots of people are asking about anxiety, I'll do an extra Okay-ish podcast episode that you can only get. The only people who can hear it are you, to dive a little bit deeper into that topic. So you get all the things from the first tier. You also get the extra Q&A a month and the extra episode a month. And then the third tier, the fanciest tier, this tier is $50 a month. So with this tier, you get all of that stuff. So all that extra information from tier 1 and tier 2, but you also get an intensive workbook every month. And by workbook, I mean, let's dive in to a specific topic, a specific concern, and let's work through it. And workbooks involve, content written from me, resources, questions, challenges, all of that. My first workbook that's up there is about anxiety. And I think it's 20 pages. So it's really intensive. These are the types of things that I often will do with clients in session that I just kind of made into a shorter workbook. So those workbooks are really intense. You have access to me so we can talk throughout you going through the workbook and answer questions and stuff like that. So it's kind of it's It's not in replacement of therapy. It is not in replacement of therapy, but it's kind of like added bonus, extra self work, if that makes sense. So I'm really, really excited to have you here. I'm so excited. What I'm most excited for is to get to know all of you a little bit more. I know a lot of my listeners, but I want to get to know all of you so much more so I can know your questions and learn with you and laugh at ourselves with you and all of that. So I'm really excited that you're here. Sign up for one of the tiers to become okay-ish. And I also want to say thank you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for signing up. This helps me. This helps keep the podcast going. It helps pay my editors and all of that. So thank you so, so much for your support. And I'm so excited to get to know you.